2 to play for the Blues before the summer break. Here's hoping for something to remember in a season to forget. It is part 2 of the Manchester away day double-header. The weekend brought defeat across town, with Chelsea having to attend a title party we'd rather not have been at. That was all about the blue half that day. Now for the red half. If there's any pressure here, it's on United. Denying them a Champions League budget for next season should be a strong motivation for the Blues here. In that regard, United need one more point from their remaining 2 games to confirm that top 4 place. Chelsea just need something to make the fans smile a bit before we all have a few weeks off for the rebuild. Erik ten Hag's men have played as much football as anyone this season. Running out of steam? A bit. Enough of a cushion? Probably. Their 11 starters here are actually unchanged from those that beat Bournemouth last time out. The Dutch coach has his top scorer Marcus Rashford back amongst the substitutes. There are 3 Chelsea changes tonight. Sterling is out, Thiago Silva and Ruben Loftus-Cheek are benched. Carney Chukwuemeka starts for just the 2nd time in his young Chelsea career, and the width comes in via Noni Madueke and Mykhailo Mudryk. Lewis Hall on the gallop. The pass is on, and the shot was on for Mudryk, who tried to open himself out. It's not the easiest chance he has missed to open his Chelsea account, but it's a big one.
Yeah, it's a glorious chance. Really well worked initially. Mudryk, Lewis Hall supplies the perfect ball, I feel. The only thing I can say is that Wan-Bissaka's desperate lunge puts him off somewhat, but I'm being kind.
It's not been a cagey opening. That's whipped in, it's awkward, and it's 1-0. It's Casemiro past Kepa again. 96th minute at the Bridge, early on here at Old Trafford. Too easy, 1-0.
Well, you could see when the ball was in flight there that Casemiro was going to be favourite. Chelsea not marking tightly enough at all. It's a wonderful ball in from the left-hand side, and Casemiro developed a habit for doing this, just kind of ambles in between 2 Chelsea players. Kai Havertz, Wesley Fofana is the Chelsea player who kind of half reacts, but it's too late.
Good challenge, Carney Chukwuemeka. Havertz into Madueke. He's been a positive, and that's a good ball. Kai Havertz here, Conor Gallagher in the middle, no! There's that right-footed pass.
Yeah, I think when he opts to take a touch there, Kai Havertz, it's a really difficult pass. Once more, it can go a little bit earlier, maybe. Once he opts to take that, to get it through 2 players, you're relying on a bit of good fortune, I think.
Looking for that sweet touch over the top. Chalobah in, but then he's not back. There's only Fofana, and there's 3 in red, white and black. Anthony for Martial. Great challenge. Brilliant Azpilicueta.
Yeah, I mean, again, too many players advanced of the ball. Wasteful in possession. I think this has to be for a first-time finish if he's going left, or has to be played to Fernandez on the overlap, and Manchester United get neither.
Really open here if he plays the right pass. Sancho didn't play the right pass. Bruno Fernandez was the right pass. Goodness me, this is open. United could have had 3 or 4 goals here. Chelsea might have had a couple. Might do now. Lewis Hall was caught upfield then, now he's upfield again. Brilliant ball! Wasteful header, Kai Havertz. Should be 1-1, could be anything.
And what he does there, Lewis Hall, which is excellent, is he recognises that there isn't blue shirts in support initially. Touch, and then the perfect cross, the timing. And Kai Havertz actually is just arriving too quick. gets a little bit in front of it and can't steer the header goalwards, but same old story.
More positive manoeuvring from Madueke. That was a lovely turn. 6 added minutes as Fernandez plays it to Gallagher. Oh, no! It's another good chance gone begging. 3 of them this half for Chelsea now. There's some really good football being played in United's attacking third here, from Chelsea's perspective, I mean.
Yeah, so positive, and I think the vibrancy of the young team has helped with this. Perfect from Enzo Fernandez. Lovely weighted pass. Means Gallagher can take that touch. Little bit under his feet. That's probably what causes the finish. If that is a couple of inches in front of him, he can really put his laces through that.
Here's the match winner in waiting, Casemiro. Bruno Fernandez. Trapped by his namesake, but the loose ball goes to Casemiro. Oh, Sancho for 2. It's going to be a tap-in. Chelsea hoping for a flag here on Anthony Martial. It hasn't come yet. Right on half-time. The narrow lead gets wider.
It's a lovely final pass from Jadon Sancho. How the ball makes its way through to him, I don't know. Is it a breakdown in communication? It's got to be cut out, hasn't it, by Mudryk?
It's unselfish from Sancho, and it's as simple as they come for Anthony Martial. Gallagher slips, caught on the ball again by Lindelof, who's got 2 options here. Sancho here, Bruno Fernandez. Should have made it 3-0. Bullet dodge for Chelsea. That would have been an absolute punch in the guts a minute and a half into the second half here. They've really missed some good chances themselves, United here.
Yeah, just not sharp, Gallagher, not knowing what's around him. Lindelof plays the perfect pass. Maybe a fraction too deliberate, if I can say that.
And here he goes, showing it right on cue. It's a bobbler. David De Gea makes a pretty rare save on the night. Chelsea corner here. But, the youthful, sprightly connection of Hall and Mudryk. It's a great pass, isn't it? Right midfield. Wan-Bissaka's still up. He's in here. He should have hit it first time. He wanted it on his right boot. Thankfully for Chelsea, the danger's not over. Marcus Rashford here. Malacia. It's going to be 3. No, it's not. Kepa denies Eriksen. Casemiro curls it just wide. Well, they've nearly scored 3 times in 30 seconds there.
Well, it looks like there's 2 United players are going to prod that over the line. Casemiro once more, similar to the Fernandez effort a few minutes ago, very deliberate, just a fraction behind Eriksen. Kepa still had to extend to keep that out. And here just a little bit sloppy from Lewis Hall, giving Casemiro another opportunity for United to extend their lead. Somehow Chelsea survive.
Lewis Hall takes a good corner. Disappointed to see it going short. Let's see if he can get it in now. Or even shoot. He does. The Mudryk deflection. De Gea's there again. This is where nothing is bouncing Chelsea's way, because both of them could have gone anywhere.
This is brilliant from Lewis Hall. This is confident, real confident play. You know, I don't think he'd have done that earlier in the season. Get inside the box, commit people. It's a real stinging effort as well.
Garnacho to the run of his captain. He's popped it through the legs of Fofana. And that one he has given. He's turned down plenty, Stuart Atwell. Not this time. Penalty.
Yeah, and Garnacho actually sold him a little short there, Bruno Fernandez. It was a simple pass. The nutmeg is brilliant, no question. And again, he goes down theatrically, but there's more of a touch.
This for 3-0. Easy as you like. disappointing. I don't think they've been 3 goals better.
Did excellently well there, and meant Rashford initially had to play square and keep the ball rather than having the scoring opportunity himself.
Here he is for 4, he's going to tap it in. It's another gimme. And this is turning into another really forgettable night for Chelsea in a season that has been far too full of them, I'm afraid. Individual errors have been very costly tonight.
Yeah, just when I was crediting him for his work without the ball, on the ball for the second time in a few days, just a little slack. The ability to soak it up and hit you like this.
So nearly 5. Garnacho, the sub, trying to add his name to an annoyingly growing list. And you do feel like they might score every time they come forward this half. Would have been the let's hope for remit, I would imagine, for Manchester United at the start of this season. Going to keep a clean sheet, or is Félix going to find the corner? He is. A fine individual goal that will mean very little and ultimately change nothing, but he's taken that very nicely, and it's a reminder of his quality. It's 4-1.
There's so many options. The first couple of passes are brilliant. That's wonderful from Ziyech into Félix, and then he drives just the right amount of time to give him those presentable options either side, and great decision to take it on himself.
De Gea, the Premier League clean sheet king, he's lost his clean sheet tonight. As United come forward, and Garnacho might make it 5 here. That's a great stop. Kepa with his boot.
Yeah, one of the first times really that Lewis Hall's been caught out, and I think it's probably a fitness issue, just struggling to get back in there, maybe cramping up. So we'll give him that one.
Well, 4 minutes are up, the whistle is in the mouth. It's a brutal scoreline at the end of a strange and open game that has turned into a cruise. Erik ten Hag and Manchester United confirmed in the Champions League positions. Chelsea could have had goals before the break. United could have had tons after it. Well, there's one game to go. It is Newcastle United at Stamford Bridge on Sunday, as an unusually fruitless away campaign ends for the Blues with a double dose of defeat in Manchester, and this one, a really deflating one. United 4, Chelsea 1.